everybody, it's Debbie here and welcome back to my crafty den. I have this big mason jar. It's one of the large wide mouth ones, and I want to turn this into a flower vase. Now this one doesn't say mason on it. It has the, if you can see it, it just has the raised bits of glass in a, let me see what it is. It's got some cherries and plums and pears and strawberries and things like that on it, which I think are very pretty, very organic. So I mixed up some of this DIY chalky paint. And I'm just going to use this makeup sponge. This is left over from another project. And it was from the vanity that I did for my granddaughter. So I did a Paris-themed pink and white vanity for my granddaughter when she was young. I don't even think she uses it anymore. So this is probably a few years old, this paint, at least a few. It's what I used on that project. So I'm not going to go all the way to the bottom. I'm just going to go with my sponge around the rim like this, right to the bottom, because you're not going to see that. And there's no sense. And I'm not putting it on here really thick. I'm dipping it in and I'm just wiping it off and then just pouncing. And yeah, I think this is going to be pretty. And I'm going right up to this rim at the top where the lid goes. No sense putting it up any further than that because I'm going to put some jute twine at the top. So I have it painted. I did give it 2 coats after all. And so my next step is I have some napkins that I bought. Now these napkins will probably just get used in the kitchen. And let me put them back this way. So I saw they were like this in the package in the store. Let me fix this a little bit so that it's pointing in the right direction. So they were like this in the, I guess like this in the package in the store, and I thought, wow, they're pretty. And then when I looked on the other side, it's wrapped around, so you kind of think that the picture is going to carry around and you're going to have a nice strip down the middle. Well, I was disappointed when I got home to find out that two sections of this napkin are actually blank, so it's like this. So what I did, instead of, I still wanted to use them, the flowers are gorgeous, so I cut out this strip and I cut out this strip and this piece here. So I'm just going to take them apart if they'll come apart. Some napkins are way harder than others to get apart. Sometimes you have to ruffle the edges to get them apart and really do a number on them. Come on, get apart. There. All you got to do is get them enough to get your finger in between them. So I'm hoping that these will pull apart without tearing, because some of the napkins won't. Now this is only a 2-ply, it looks like, and very, very thin, but that's okay. You can actually see the light through little tiny holes in it. So I'm going to take these 2 apart. Hopefully they come apart a little easier than that one did. There. So just take them apart. Just be careful when they're cut like this that it's easier to go down and then rip up to the cut side. There. Oh, right there. You have to just go slow so that you can see if you have to kind of be gentle with it in spots. So that one's done. And this one. Not there. Oh, maybe right there. Usually if your fingers are a little bit damp, they will, there. The only disadvantage to working out here is that it's the room off of my living room. And when my husband or anybody is watching TV, you can kind of hear it a little bit, which I don't mind, but I hope it doesn't bother any of my viewers. There, so I have that. So then I've got a little bit of Mod Podge in this dish, and I watered it down a little wee bit. I've had that for a while, and I have a big jug of Mod Podge, and the lid is off of it so often that so I'm going to put this on here and kind of look to see. I'm going to lay it down like this to do it. I'm going to look to kind of see how high I have to go up with the... Okay, so I'm just going to go up around here. So I'm just going to get this on here, brush it on. I'm trying it with a little sponge this time. I'm hoping that the little sponge will put this on here because of these little bumps and stuff, that I can get the glue on here and it's not going to... There, I don't want it very thick because I'm going to put it over the top, remember? So I'm going to put this on here like this and just kind of push it down like that. And then I'm going to take a piece of cling wrap, dollar store cling wrap. I'm going to rip off a piece. Whoops. I really ripped off a piece. I ripped it right into the camera. So, and then I'm going to put it over top like this. And I'm just going to pull it down. And now I don't have to worry about ripping that now. There. That's nice and smooth. Now I'm going to very carefully turn this over, peel it back a little wee bit, and continue right around the corner here. Now, I think I've mentioned before that I've Mod Podged back in the 70s and the 80s. I used to decoupage everything. I did my husband's guitar way back when I first met him in 82, I think. And it's quite holding up quite well. I did, not the guitar, actually the case. His guitar case was so beat up. So I collected some of his old rock and roll magazines and things, and I took all the pictures from his favorite artists and groups and cut them out. And magazine paper is great for decoupaging because it's so thin. And I did the whole case, the whole guitar case. It was a hard shell case, and I did the whole case, both sides. And it was a surprise. And he was gone away for a weekend. I forget what he was doing. He's probably playing somewhere. And I did it for a surprise. When he got back, it was all done. So I was quite happy with that. There. See how that kind of, it blends right in, that purple and pink with the pink background. Wow, that's really pretty. And the sponge will be good to push this right down into the, there. So it's a little bit open on the back. So I'm going to take this piece right here and just put it right here. There. This is really good to just pull that right down and get it tight. There. So I have it all around the bottom. And I have this little bit. Now this will probably be the front, that one right there. So I'm thinking I'd like to take this and just put it at the top at the front. And I think that's what I'm going to do. Actually, I could cut a little bit more out and go all the way around. Another napkin would give me lots to go around. And I think I got 40 napkins in that package, so I may as well. There, what I'm trying to do is to get this, I'm just gonna make sure that there's glue under the, if you overlap your paper in any way, like I just had to do there, like I'm going to stick this up here, but right here I'm gonna have to fold it over and do a little pleat. So all I do is put some glue like that, fold it, make sure the glue goes over to that piece, fold it over and glue it down. There. Look how pretty that is. Yeah, I am. I'm gonna, so you hold on for 1 minute and I'm just gonna get a couple more pieces of that napkin ready. Okay, so I've got a couple more pieces, so I'm just gonna carry on until I get all the way around. So I will put this piece right there and get it started, and then I am going to work my way around the top of the jar, right to that edge. So once again, because I have to pleat this a little bit and give it a tuck, I'm going to put some glue in there and then fold it over, because all my folds I want glued down too. If you have to have wrinkles or pleats or something in something that's round, then go ahead and make sure that it's all going to stay down. If you didn't put a little bit of glue in there like that, it would be no different than not taking the back of your napkin off. Whoops. There, it's all down. Not exactly where I wanted it to go, but that doesn't matter. And I need a little bit more, so I'm going to take this one and just, maybe I'll trim this part out. I'll trim a little bit off of this side, see where it's gonna go, and a little bit off of this side. There. Lay this down and hopefully get that in there. There, so now I need a little bit here. You can see what I'm doing. I'm just, same thing, I just keep pleating and folding it over. The sponge is a lot gentler. It leaves a few more wrinkles by patting it down and not stretching it out, but it gets down in all these little grooves. And so that's good for now. And then I'm going to put another layer on top, and I'll show you what I'm going to do to finish it up. So I have this package of Forever in Time super fine glitter that I got, and the top one is white, but the second one is like, it's glitter. It's really pretty. So I'm going to use it, and I am going to take this out of here. There. And I'm going to use this one. I've got a little container to put this in when I'm done. And all I'm going to do is take my scissors and cut a little corner off of this. And then I'm going to take my jar and my sponge and my Mod Podge, and I am going to put a top coat on this. So I'm going to go all over it, whoops, like this. Then I'm going to take my glitter and I'm going to sprinkle it like sugar all over the top of this. And I got this from the Patio Elf videos too. She puts glitter on a lot of her decoupage, and I've never done that before. So this is totally her idea. Just look at that. Oh my goodness. So I'm going to continue. I'm loving this. So absolutely loving this. So it doesn't matter if this is thick, it's going to dry clear. But it gives the glitter something to stick to. And then sprinkle. This is really super fine glitter. It's perfect for this. I wish I could get a big bottle of that. It's just that one. I love the ones that are like a multicolored, what's the word? Like an iridescent glitter, which is what this is. The first one in that package is just white, but the second one is like an iridescent. So it's just, if you could just see this in person, you'd know what I'm talking about. This is so pretty. It is so pretty. Oh my gosh. I can't even say that enough. So this project is going to be for my guest bedroom when I do my makeover. Mostly my guest bedroom is actually my granddaughter's bedroom. There's 3 of them. And yeah, they kind of share the guest bedroom when they come, and it's been out of commission since my craft room was in there. Now that I've got my craft room out of there and I'm going to put the bedroom back together, I thought I'm going to do it up like this. So there you have it. Look at this. That is so stinking pretty. It's just crazy. Just crazy. Oh my goodness, it's gorgeous. So I'm really glad that I used the pink. I'll put, I'm going to put some lace or jute or something around the top. And then I will add, take that out of there and put the lid on the Mod Podge. That little bit that's left there I can still use for something else. So I'm going to put something around the top here. Not sure yet what that is. Actually, it will probably be this. right here. I haven't used it yet, but it's paper ribbon. And it's wide enough to hot glue around the top of that. So that's probably what I will put on there, just like that. Hot glue it right on. Yeah, I probably will. So I'm going to finish this up. When I'm all done, I'll take some pictures of the vase with some flowers in here. So I'm thinking this would look really pretty on the nightstand. I have a bedspread that's pink and purple. It has themes of Paris, and it's very, very girly. A duvet, or a comforter, not a duvet. And, oh, I'm just stunned at how gorgeous this is. Absolutely beautiful. It's going to look really pretty when it's done. So anyway, that's it. That's my project, my decoupage project for today. So if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to comment and share. And by all means, subscribe. And I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye for now, everybody.